Okay. So now that it's done, we can just verify that that track is absolutely perfect, and it is. Okay. So what we can do is go down here, export tracking data. We'll click this. We have a few different options here. So we have corner pin that supports motion blur, and we have After Effects transform data. So for this one, we will just use this transform data. We will copy to clipboard. Then we will Command Tab back into After Effects. What I always do is I make a new null object, and this acts more of a controller, and then I can parent the tropical boat footage layer to the null. This gives me a little more control over the footage. Okay, so on the null object, we'll press enter. We'll call this tracking data, because organization is very important. So with tracking data selected and our timeline cursor at the very beginning of our composition, we'll press Command V to paste it. And if you press U on your keyboard, it'll bring up all of the keyframes that are on that layer. And now we could really bring in whatever we want, attach it to this, and it'll follow it perfectly. And to give you an example of that, we'll go to the type tool here. We'll type in vacation. Okay. Cool, give it a little bit of a border. All right, so then we can drag this wherever we want. So for now, we'll just leave it right there. We'll use the pick whip on our text layer, and we'll parent it to our tracking data. Okay, so now the parent is set to this layer, which means it is using the data that we tracked in Mocha AE. Okay, so because we're at the beginning of the timeline and we set that up properly, when we scroll through this, you'll see that the text follows along with the boat absolutely perfectly. We can actually move this anywhere we want, and because it's attached using the information from the boat, no matter what we do, it'll follow the boat perfectly. All right.